Yeah. But like I looked I'm looking at all the shit, how it works. Like I don't think the Congress really can do things. Like we have all the power as people. It's the people that we are bringing in. So it's like I don't think a lot of people look at all the things that we could do just to change another little uh pocket in in our own cities. Like people people just get it misconstrued when they think about it as uh global rather than just looking at it locally. Like you need to fix yourself first before you can start helping out the world. So I see it how I don't think it's like too much of like the white man's thought, like how it goes about how everybody says that, but I think it's more based on what we can unite as a people and come as an understanding. But I don't think a lot of people are trying
But
to
it,
weigh their point.
if it was about unifying, then why did the division happen? You know, because like if
Well,
we look,
well,
if we
because the division happens because everybody watches different news,
yeah,
and the media has narratives where they'll counterpart what another news station is saying. So, like you say, okay, so say for instance, you have CNN and Fox,
hmm
where the people that are watching them have two different views, unless you're watching both of them to see what the like I always say, you should look at both sides and then come to your own conclusion, think for yourself. But like just looking back at it, I'm just saying like it seems like we're hurting ourselves by not doing our own research, and a lot of people don't, because a lot of people are stuck in the materialistic world where they're seeing who has the new J's, or who has what on, who's wearing this, who's
being
wearing that,
distracted.
and then and that even contradicts how people even say like they care about starving children. Well, if you care about starving children, why do you wear 300 grand at any given time? Why do you drive the cars you drive? Like, what are
Yeah.
you really trying to do? Like, and that's what I'm saying is I think the whole helping people to some degree is a facade, and a lot of people have been overtaken by that. Like, you can't help everybody. Not everybody's gonna be happy. We have to have a middle ground.
hmm
That's all it is. You just have to have a common like, I mean, you can't help with some idiots out there. Some people are gonna just act a fool. But that doesn't mean, I mean, there's people of all races. I mean, that just are out there, and maybe they're at their wits' end. Maybe they're dealing with mental illness, which is a whole nother topic that doesn't get covered. And
Right.
it's just that could be a numerous amount of things. I mean, we got homelessness, but you don't, I mean, look at how many homeless men you see rather than homeless women,
Yeah. No, that
and
and
how many projects help.
see that just that makes me think about the fact that women talk about how oppressed they are in a uh in a
Yeah.
western system. You know, women are always complain that about the patriarchy and how men seem to be dominating in all facets. Women aren't getting paid the same as men in some avenues. There's a lot of complaints in that realm when, like in my eyesight, um, uh, women actually they benefit a lot in this society, especially when you think about like the homelessness rates and all that. As far as like what you'll see, yeah, we do see homeless women out here on the street, but there's always going to be more homeless men because there's more programs that are geared towards women and children. There's always going to be more men in prison. You know what I mean? There was
Yeah,
always,
women get lighter sentences.
yeah, just based off the fact that they're women. You know what I mean? So for all of the things that they say like are disadvantages for them in this society, there's a lot of advantages that come from and have come from just being a woman. you know, and today they still benefit, especially in the here and now. You know, there's been, I think, a lot of catering to make it more comfortable for women. Women make a lot of money out here. They are bosses in a lot of arenas, you know. So women are the ones that are now setting the stage and creating the atmospheres in a lot of places. So yeah, when it used to be uh, that patriarchy that you see, and this this very macho society is, men aren't even allowed to be that no more. You know what I mean?
No.
And it's me too. Like, man, I dare a guy to try to walk around being the same way that he was in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, you know, 90s even, you know. But yeah, no, you couldn't
Or
walk around with
anytime.
that same type of mindset. Like you'll be out here, you'll be out here, no job, canceled, you know, all type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and but it's, well, yeah, it's sad. And men don't have no venue to turn to, you know. Women, they have like talk shows like what, The Real, The View, what, the Talk. They have, you know, all these different facets that and then when men have their own thing, women tend to be interested, but then they don't like what they hear sometimes, and a few will, you know, try to cause a riff, and then it goes down from there, you know. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that women do. That, I mean, and that's some women, but it tends to be a thing you can look at and kind of say that, yeah, it tends to be what it is. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a crazy little thing, man.
Yeah.
Homelessness is a big thing. You know, the suicide rates for men are way higher. It's I mean, we work ourselves to death, or we did. I'm not saying all men, and not all men, you know, all work, you know, hard, but for the most part, a man does have a want to work, or a want to provide. It makes us feel, does make us feel like men. So
I
when you
mean,
can,
even if you didn't want to, I mean, like the way that the society is built, you know, like,
oh, you have to,
yeah,
yeah.
no, you have
Well,
to.
that's what our that's what our worth is, though.
Yeah.
Is us working to get our own worth, and where women are just born with their looks,
Yeah. No,
and anything
and
else they get is a bonus. I'm not
it's a
saying
bonus.
they're,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not saying that they don't need to, you know, do anything else, but a lot of them are realizing that they don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, no, they don't have to. They don't have to. I mean, if you have a certain look or whatever, and if you able to get away with it, you more than likely will, you know. So yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of women who just realize like, hey, I could, you know, it's funny because I've recently like have seen like a lot of these TikTok videos of um, anti-feminist women who are all making these complaints about women who are a part of that movement, you know, and saying that, you know, basically saying to these women that, you know, thank you in all sarcasm for having us go out in the workforce when we didn't want to. You know, there's women who these are women who
Well,
actually want to stay home and all that.
I mean, but that goes into what wave of feminists are you talking about? Because this
Yeah,
is like
no,
the
yeah,
third
yeah,
wave.
yeah. 'Cause
So it's like, yeah, this the feminists that you're looking at now are that's why, like, most of those females that you've seen on videos were probably feminists
the
at one
old
point in their
schools,
life,
yeah, yeah,
but because of the new standards, now they're like, this is crazy. It's like, no, like, yeah. And so, yeah, it gets to that point where it's like, I don't know, man. I think we're moving too fast here. I think we need to like stop.
you can throw some stop signs on their ass and shit.
I mean, I do, man, because it's like everything is so fast. It's it's getting to be like you're being told what's new every day. And when you get to that point, you can't find yourself in any middle ground
No, I
because
get it.
things are
You
constantly
can get
changing.
overwhelmed, bro. You can get overwhelmed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and then, but not to mention, if you get overwhelmed, you might not have a job to go to. You might not have, anything that you've had before just
Right.
working. You might not have food to eat.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, it's a weird time for sure. It's a
No,
weird time.
it is. And people have no idea what we're talking about. We just kind of, if you're watching this video, you just kind of come into us just rambling. And that's kind of what we're just doing. We're just kind of spewing right now. This is kind of just bonus footage right now. If you haven't guessed already. But yeah, no, me and Zoe, we're just sitting back spewing. We were getting prepared for a show, so we were chopping it up like we always do. By the way, what's up, Blue? I saw him creeping in the
Seen you.
screen in there. So, but yeah, no, we just want to keep the conversation going. I thought it was a pretty decent conversation we was having up to this point, and again, it wasn't about one thing in particular. We was kind of just all over the
Yeah,
place,
bouncing all around.
right? But yeah, we can I guess we can end this conversation because I kind of forget I'm high right now. So we can but anyway, for anybody that's coming to the page, like, comment, subscribe. I definitely appreciate you all. Same for Zoe and everybody who's a part of the show. We all appreciate y'all, and we look forward to just giving y'all just good content, stuff that you can chew on, try to throw a little entertainment in there, but definitely just want to feed y'all some stuff and keep the day going smooth. But anything you want to say, Zoe, before we get up out of here?
No, I mean, hey, if you like what you've heard, just leave in the comments any ideas you might want to hear about.
Mm-hmm. Or no, we'll definitely listen to anybody's suggestions out there, and take them into consideration. If they some good ideas, we'll roll with them. We have no issue with that whatsoever. So we like playing
They
team,
invite you on to argue your part
and we do that too. So if you
or
feel
just
like you
parlay.
you want to parlay with me and Zoe here, or you want to argue against me and Zoe, we could do either or. You know what I mean? That's fine. We accept you. So again, like I said, come in, subscribe, hit the notification bell too. Shout out to Mike Check. Shout out to the Warheads page. Shout out to Silk and the Guys, and all that. And I guess it's arrivederci.
Deuces.